Azul Filawin, and welcome to my YouTube channel where I will showcase the traditional dishes of Algeria. Today I will be making Chakchouka, which goes great with Kesra, a type of flatbread. Let's start off with the Kesra. You will need 2 cups of semolina, half cup of water, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of extra virgin olive oil. In a stand mixer, combine salt, semolina, and olive oil on low speed. You will see it start to crumble slowly. When the dough starts to crumble, gradually add water to the mixer until the dough comes together. The dough should feel smooth to the touch. It should not feel sticky at all, and if it does, add a bit more semolina. Place the Kesra dough on a clean work area and divide the dough into 2 or 3 equal pieces. Knead a dough ball in your hand so that it is easier to work with while you roll it in the next step. Each piece should be rolled out to a diameter of 20 to 30 centimeters and a thickness of 5 millimeters. To release air bubbles and to make the dough easier to cook, poke holes into it with a fork. Use your fingers and the inside of your hands to smooth out the edges of the Kesra. Then place the Kesra on a flat pan over medium heat to cook. You can pat it down and you can use a fork to poke more holes in it. Flip the Kesra over once one side has been browned, and then allow the other side to finish cooking. Here's the finished Kesra. For the Chakchouka ingredients, it consists of 2 white onions, 2 tomatoes, 1 garlic clove, 2 teaspoons of olive oil, 1 teaspoon of salt, a pinch of black pepper, and 3 eggs. To begin, dice the tomatoes and the onions. Cut the top off the onion and discard the peel before dicing it. Make sure to wash the onion. Leave the onion whole as I'm doing and cut it vertically then horizontally in the sliced area. Now you can see a crossing pattern. Then horizontally cut along the onion itself to chop off that crossing pattern. Dice both of the onions. The process of dicing a tomato is similar. For consistently sized diced tomatoes, make vertical and horizontal cuts, then chop. Likewise, mince a clove of garlic. To do this, first cut off the ends of the garlic and remove the peel. Then you want to cut in all directions like how you did with the tomatoes and onions. So cut horizontally, then vertically, and then chop off that crossing pattern. Now that we have all the vegetables cut up like so and the other ingredients prepared, let's cook the Chakchouka. In a pan over medium heat, put olive oil. When the oil is heated, add in the diced onions to the pan. It takes around 10 minutes for the onions to turn a deep brown color, which is what we want. Keep stirring often to avoid scorching or burning. After the onions start to brown, add in the diced tomatoes. The liquid from the tomatoes will be released, which gives the Chakchouka a lot more flavor. Continue mixing the tomatoes and onions. Add the garlic, pepper, and salt after 5 minutes and continue cooking for another 10. Mix up the vegetables. They should be a deep brown color and have an amazing aroma by this point. Create 3 holes in the pan, then crack 3 eggs into each one. Eggs can be mixed or scrambled, or they can be left as is and covered with a lid. I personally like to leave the eggs whole at first because it gives me a jammy yolk.
The chakchouka should be cooked for another 3 to 4 minutes with the lid on before serving. It is time to serve now that we have the chakchouka and kesra ready. I like to serve my kesra sliced and beside the chakchouka. To reveal the jammy yolk, crack open the thin white egg layer on top. It is delicious to scramble the egg up with the onions and tomatoes afterwards. I certainly hope you enjoy my first video. In the description box below, there is a link to my website where I have this recipe written down in an easy to follow format. In the future, you can expect better videos, and I hope you will try out this recipe because it is tasty and very simple to make.